When looking into the ghost stories associated with a location like Harrisburg State Hospital, which was a hospital for people who were suffering from a mental illness, which opened in 1851 and closed in 2006, you really have to look at the people who resided there because they are the foundation of the lore. This hospital actually started with such a tragic story, as our first patient was a woman who was named Elizabeth, who was 42 years old and was sent to the hospital after losing 2 of her 3 children to scarlet fever. And she was said to be suffering from dyspepsia, which is a fancy word for an upset stomach, and melancholy. So basically, she was really, really sad, which makes a lot of sense. And when you stop and think about the fact that Elizabeth was the very first patient there, and she came into this location with so much heartache, it's easy to see how a place like this really can become a container for human suffering. While I was researching this story for the book that I'm writing, I was able to find so many instances of the individuals who were sent here after committing terrible crimes, including a woman who shot her husband, a woman who killed her baby, a young man who actually lived there for 14 years before being released to his family, and within months he actually stabbed his younger brother, who was 10 years old, to death while he was sleeping. So you can kind of get a glimpse just from that little handful of information that I've just provided you with, how this is a place where there was just a great deal of instability, chaos, and sadness. And that really is the perfect recipe for a place like this to become haunted. So think of it as a place that was open for, over 150 years, 1851 to 2006, and the thousands and thousands of people who resided there. Their stories are really what create the ghost stories that we are fascinated by today.